Out here the world feels raw and unfinished. We're deep in the Food Desert where maps simply say unexplored. The sun beats down on endless red sand, a land of extremes where survival is a full-time job. For centuries, rumors have trickled out of this desolate landscape. Stories of stones that sing. It sounds like a mirage, a desert fantasy. But what if it's not? These are the Whispering Stones, said to stand in the most inaccessible part of the desert. There are no roads, just shifting dunes and absolute isolation. Our convoy has pushed through this brutal terrain for days, searching for a mystery buried for millennia. The legends describe a low, humming sound rising from the desert floor, a haunting melody with no visible source. Dismissed as folklore, the tales persisted, bolstered by a faded explorer's map and a strange satellite image. The allure of a lost wonder in a world that feels fully explored is irresistible. Finally, after a grueling climb, we see them. Hundreds of dark, weathered stones, arranged in patterns that are clearly not natural. The wind changes as it moves through them. Then we hear it, a faint vibration that grows into a complex, multi-layered hum. The Whispering Stones are real. Standing here, listening to their unearthly song, I know our expedition has only just begun. The real mystery is just starting to unfold. What force shaped these stones? And why do they sing? We're not just chasing a legend, we're standing in the middle of it. The desert, it seems, has been waiting for someone to listen. And now, the stones are ready to tell their story. The journey into the unknown begins here. The first written accounts of the Whispering Stones are fragmented, appearing in the journals of traders and explorers who crossed the deep desert centuries ago. One 16th-century merchant described a valley of singing jinn, warning others to avoid it. These early reports were dismissed as superstition, but local Bedouin tribes see the stones as sacred. Their oral traditions speak of the Ajar al-Nagam, the stones of melody, believed to be the voices of ancestors. Shamans would journey to the stones to interpret their songs, which could predict sandstorms, locate oases, and heal the sick. The stones are a living part of their spiritual world, but the legends also warn. The songs guard a great secret beneath the sand. One tale tells of a chieftain who tried to move a stone, only to be driven away by a deafening shriek and trembling earth. These stories kept the site hidden for generations. Outsiders heard haunted melodies, locals heard wisdom and warning. The convergence of fear and reverence put the Whispering Stones on the map for modern researchers. We had to see and hear for ourselves. Up close, the mystery deepens. The stones look like solid basalt, but scans reveal they're hollow, with intricate chambers and channels inside. This is no natural formation. Someone engineered these rocks to interact with the wind. Grooves and fluted channels carved into the surface funnel air into the stones like the sound holes of a flute. As wind passes through, each stone produces a unique resonance. Our tests show a light breeze creates a low hum, while stronger winds unleash a rich harmony. An orchestra played by the desert itself. The craftsmanship is astonishing. Advanced acoustics, engineering, and geology all in one. The Whispering Stones are a massive self-playing Aeolian harp. But why go to such monumental effort to make the desert sing? Was it art, technology, or something more? The answer, we suspect, lies in the sound itself. The stones are not just instruments, they're part of a larger design. The desert song is a message waiting to be understood. We're only beginning to listen. Mapping the site from the air, we see the stones are arranged in precise geometric patterns, concentric circles, spirals, and radiating lines. These aren't random, they're blueprints in the sand. The patterns focus and direct sound, creating zones of intense acoustic energy and swirling harmonies. The long lines act like channels, transmitting sound across vast distances. This is ancient technology, geometry used to control and sculpt the soundscape. Each stone's placement is calculated for its unique resonance, amplifying or canceling frequencies as needed. The entire site is a programmable acoustic machine. The builders mastered principles modern science is only beginning to explore. The implications are staggering. Tribal elders speak of the Sama'un, the sound weavers, an ancient civilization that built with vibration and frequency. Legends say they could move stones with song, build cities overnight, and heal with resonant chambers. Their society was organized around harmony, both literal and metaphorical. The Whispering Stones were part of a vast healing and communication network. Myths claim the Sama'un could send messages across the desert. their voices carried by the stones. It was a telecommunications system powered by earth and wind. The sound weavers achieved a synergy with nature we can barely imagine. They unlocked the secrets of sound itself. All the stone patterns converge on a central point, a silent, altar-like slab. Ground-penetrating radar reveals a man-made chamber 30 feet below. We drill through the slab and lower a camera, discovering a perfectly preserved circular resonance chamber. The walls are polished crystal, the acoustics flawless. Descending inside, we find a domed ceiling and a raised dais at the center. Any sound made near the wall is focused to the dais, but inaudible elsewhere. This is an amplifier and listening post, the heart of the entire site. Vibrations from the stones above are gathered and magnified here. It's a giant stethoscope pressed to the desert's chest. Here, the listeners of legend would interpret the songs, communicate, or perform rituals. We've found the control room of a lost civilization. The chamber is silent, but its purpose is clear. The secrets of the stones converge here. The resonance chamber confirms a radical theory. The whispering stones were a continent-spanning communication network. The long lines of stones acted as waveguides, transmitting sound energy over vast distances. The wind powered the system. The stones carried the message. Following these lines, we find satellite sites, smaller clusters of stones, hundreds of miles away. It was an ancient web of sound, connecting distant parts of the world. Messages spoken in the central chamber could travel along the network, heard in remote outposts. The complexity of tones suggests a sophisticated language, capable of conveying warnings, news, or commands. For the Samaun, resonance unified their society. For later tribes, the system became myth, its purpose forgotten, its voices reduced to whispers on the wind. Every legend of the Samaun ends with catastrophe, the Great Silence. One night, the wind stopped, the stones fell quiet, and a tremor shook the earth. By morning, the Samaun were gone, their cities abandoned. Some say they ascended, others blame a forbidden frequency that unleashed disaster. Geological evidence supports a massive earthquake in vitrified sand, proof of a cataclysmic energy release. The technology that sustained them may have caused their instant demise. The Great Silence was both the end and the cause. Today, the stones sing their ancient song once more. We've uncovered hollow, engineered stones, geometric patterns, and a central resonance chamber. Theories of the Samaun, builders, healers, communicators, linger, but the core mystery remains. Who were they? Where did they go? No bodies, no writing, only the stones and their impossible science. The Great Silence marked the end of an era, leaving only echoes. What we hear now is a faint shadow of the original symphony. The whispering stones are a monument to lost knowledge and human ingenuity. They challenge our understanding of the ancient world. As we leave, the stones continue their song, guarding secrets for those who learn to listen. The desert's melody endures, waiting for discovery.